Howdy, 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 tankers. Welcome back to another video. And today, we're going to be talking about platoons. Now, I'm going to talk about the politics of platoons after 6.0 and whatnot at the end of the video. But for now, I'm in here with two of my platoon mates, two of my clan mates, and we just wanted to have a little bit of fun. So we said, let's just all roll our Sheridans, you know? Light tanks are the biggest deciding factor on whether you're going to win a game or not. Honestly, they're the most powerful tank on the map, and a good light tank driver can either completely screw your team or completely win the game for you. So, 3 light tanks, enemy team is just asking for trouble. But the enemy team also has 3 light tanks, so this is an even playing field here. So we really wanted to get all the way over to J, like 7 or 8, and spot out for our team. You can get a lot of assistance damage over there, and if there's 3 of us down in that spot, anyone who tried to push us would think twice about pushing 3 light tanks. They can push out 400 alpha damage. So, we were on our way over there, and I realized that there was just none of our teammates are over here. There is no point in us going any further onto this side if none of our teammates are going to be here to shoot while we're spotting. And this is what you have to do in a light tank. You cannot commit to a side that you're not going to get supported on. So we all 3 dipped out that way. We're going to go to the other side of the map, but I really want to track this E3 first and see, maybe just hope that Artie will smack him early on in the game. But to no avail, couldn't get through the lower plate on the 705. It is tricky. I'm a little bit above him on higher level playing field, so shooting into his lower is actually going to be really tricky. But you can see that we're not going to have any more shots over here, and we're just not going to stick around over. There's no point in spotting anything over here. The only tank destroyer we have is all the way in J something or other. He's just not going to be able to do anything. He'll maybe get 1 or 2 shots in before they rush down the mountain and spot him. Do when you're in a platoon is you want to choose tanks that will complement your platoon. I mean, of course, you can just run whatever tank you guys want if you're in a platoon, and that just means that you have 3 different people on your team that you at least know are semi-competent. Or you guys can choose tanks that will complement each other and just run in a wolf pack, or if you're doing a light tank TD, then the light tank goes out in spots and the TD covers the light tank. You can do a bunch of different things like that. If you're all in a bunch of medium tanks, you can wolf pack it together and just obliterate anybody you roll up on. And that's sort of what we're doing here in these lights. We want to be at the front, and we want to put out the vision, and we also just want to stick together. So I saw that there was just no one spotting over here in the middle. We had a couple people on the left right there on the A line, and we have all this typical people camping over on the 2 line or 3 line. And so I felt very comfortable getting up here in the front and spotting out, and I get some shots into this E3 right here. My platoon mates pretty much told me, okay, you go over and spot the east side of the map, and we'll stay over here and we'll spot the base. And I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. And then I get rushed down by a G-Store right here. He makes 1 pass on me, but I snap a shot into him, and he's just gone. I was like, okay, chilling. And then the next light tank attacked me, and at this point I said, okay, I'm in trouble, boys. And then the 3rd light tank came over here and attacked me. At this point, I was screaming to my platoon mates, I need help, I need help, I need help, I need help. And sure enough, both of my platoon mates come over here like I'm the President of the United States, Secret Serviced his ass, stopped a bullet from coming into me, completely took that tank out of the game, and the other 2 light tanks just run off. They knew at that point that they were going to get in trouble. I get 1 more shot from the T100, and I am a 1 shot right now. So I need to play very, very defensively. I told my platoon mates this as well. I said, okay, you guys push this western side to the south, or the eastern side to the south, because I don't have the HP to do that, and I'm going to go protect base. And they said, okay, we got you. So they're going to completely dominate the east, going to south side of the map, while I go back and defend base. Most of the tanks are over there in the east to south, so I knew that they were going to have more HP and they'd be better suited to deal with that. There's not a lot of people over here at base, so even on my low HP, I'm still comfortable pushing and defending this side. So I do get spotted right here, and I really, really want to get into the low ground, taken out of this game just quite yet. Look at all the holes in the side of my tank. I got tore up over there. And thank God for that lucky ricochet on me. And that is what the Sheridan is fantastic for, is ricocheting off of his spaced armor. Now I don't pen the lower plate again on this 705, and at this point I was like, okay, screw this. I load the heat. And I'm going to have absolutely no trouble going through that lower plate now. Switch right back to APCR. I don't spam heat in this game. Try not to. I only use it when absolutely necessary. And there's this G-Store again. I tried to take a blind shot to get him out of the game because he is the only thing that's going to keep me, or stop me from defending this side. If he spots me and then I get hit from all those people that are over there, I'm done. So I need to focus him out. I want to get up into this bush right here because this bush, it will allow me to put view range all the way out into the castle, straight ahead of me, and boom, I spot the G-Store. I knew I was going to get spotted if I took that shot, but I knew I needed to get him out of the game, so I took it, and I have a big old rock here that's going to stop anyone from getting shots into me. If I back too far up, I will get shot from castle, so I need to keep an eye on that. And now right here, I spot that Vicky coming up over in here. And now I really thought about running right here because I just do not trust my greenies to cover me. I never trust greenies. Never trust greenies in this game to cover you in a light tank or any tank for that matter. They will 9 times out of 10 let you down, which is why I was in a platoon. And then as you can see, if you're watching the platoon mates up there in the bottom right of the mini-map, they just completely just annihilated that entire side. So now right here is a very ballsy move of me poking out on hitting this guy again because that E3 right there wanted my cheeks. And he could have had him too if he took a shot, and I would have just been side out into him. But I am going to wait till I'm unspotted here, and then I'm going to push up in here. The E3 is the only other thing we got to worry about over here. And this game is pretty much wrapped up. It's a little hectic there in the beginning, but as you can see, you'll see from the post-game results, this was not a crazy damage game, but it really shows off what you guys can do in a platoon. You can really save the asses of your other teammates, because if I didn't have my platoon mates, I would have been dead to rights, no question about it. But I did have a platoon, and you're able to communicate that to your platoon when you need help or what side's being lost or this and that, and you can really just completely control the battlefield, or not control it, but at least be more aware of what's happening in the battlefield. And I completely goofed this shot. I was aiming for his front drive wheel, and my tank was just slowing down, wasn't completely stopped, and it goes into his upper plate. But doesn't even matter. We'll see the end result screen right here, and that Iron Rain barely beat out my other platoon mate. So we got first and a third place, almost 3 Sheridans on the top MVP board. Myself getting 3,200, and then one of my other teammates getting 2,500 and another one getting 2,400 damage. So we all did roughly the same amount of damage in this game, minus the assistance. And now just to talk about some of the politics that are involved with this. So before, in case you guys are new to the game, there used to be 5-man platoons. And don't get me wrong, I loved my 5-man platoons. I have a big clan, and we all like to play with each other. And so getting the 5 people in a platoon was just really nice for playing with people. Now, when it came to matchmaking and balancing into a game, it wasn't that balanced. It would put a 5-man tier 10 platoon against a 5-man tier 8 platoon. That is not fair by any stretch of the imagination. The tier 10s are obviously going to completely stomp on the tier 8s. And that's what the matchmaker did. It didn't match them up tier for tier. It matched them up platoon for platoon. So if you had a 5-man platoon, it would match you up with another 5-man. If you had a 3-man, it would be a 3-man. Doesn't matter the tier. And it was sort of, I mean, for the longest time, people didn't complain about it. I don't think anybody was really, that was one of the big complaints that was happening. But nonetheless, it got taken down to 3 platoons. I still don't mind 3 platoons. I think it's more balanced for matchmaker. And honestly, I can tell you guys a little cheat code right now. 5 or 6 or even 7 or 8 of your friends in a single game. So everybody get into your platoons, fill them up. 3 people in this one, 3 people in that one, 2 in the next one, and 1 by himself or something, doesn't matter. And everyone count down from 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, press the battle A button to get into a game all at the same time. And 8 times out of 10, you guys will probably get into each other's games, whether you be on the opposite team or on the same team. Either way, it's a lot of fun. My platoon has 2 other 3-man platoons, so 6 people in total, and then I'm by myself, and we all press A at the same time. We get into each other's games, and it's just me versus 6 of my other platoon mates on the enemy team. And those games are fun. Those games are real fun, because they're focusing you out, and it's usually just a complete wipe on their side, because they have so much better players. but nonetheless, felt that way, and it's also good for a good laugh, for sure. And you guys, I think that's about it. I think that about covers everything that has to do with platoons right now. They are very helpful. You should try to play in them. There's a lot of clans out there. If you guys don't have anyone to play with, they will gladly take you in or give you people to play with. There's Facebook pages, there's Discords that you guys can always hook up with a platoon, random people. Even in your games, if you see somebody that you're playing with who looks like that you would want to play with them, send them a message. Hey, do you want to platoon up? Question mark, winky face. You know, maybe not the winky face. Nah, send the winky face. But no. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Why don't you go down and whack that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment. What's some of the coolest moments you guys have had in a platoon? Let me know. And if you want to be notified when I drop another video, you just hit that bell notification, and I will let you know. Alrighty, you guys. Peace out.